Okay, if I don't do it now, I never will. Because I hate the camera. Here we are again. And for good reason. Blah, 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 blah. So I haven't made an update for quite some time because when I fled to the New Zealand embassy in Paris, when I returned, all the stalking stopped. People around, just, I need to make a whole new video on what that was about, because I swear to God, the attempt, if I'd have wrote about it on my social media or tried to explain what was going on for me, I would have been entirely gaslighted, truly. The police are narcissists, clearly, and a very big point of this video is to express the Home Office in Britain are declaring all this domestic abuse, coercive control, stalking, and that's all I've had. Okay, this is very difficult because we are on the 16th of September. Last year, at midnight, I was set up by Police Scotland. No two ways about it. As my other videos explain, I was sentenced because of police abuse. 2 videos from my YouTube have been removed of the police stalking me. They had them removed. I've still got them. I can put them on social media anytime I want, and I will. So what's that about? Why are they doing that? I never even got a notification off YouTube. So let's take this right back to where it all began, really, for me. I was 10 years old and I was, a little bit disruptive in school, class clown, little cow, wild child, because of my family background and so forth. Quite normal if you think about what I grew up into. And I got expelled from school, just not for anything really relevant, just being a little cow. Very determined in my own way to do what I was going to do, and how dare you speak to me like that? Don't force your Catholicism down my neck, and don't force your bullshit down my neck. Pink Floyd mincing you through the machine. I'm not one of your victims. So that was an issue. So yeah, I've always stood up for what I think, how I feel, and it still stands today. So I was put in the British government social services, education system. I was put in a care abuse system. I was told, you cannot run away from here. Oh, can't I? We'll see. They took my clothes off me, off all those girls, for years. It was considered as the ultimate in human rights abuses. Pinned down Staffordshire, Levity-Port QC. It was when the first national child abuse care system, excuse me, I'm stressed because I don't like doing videos. They violated us, they battered us, they abused us. There was girls with broken arms and broken wrists, and that repeatedly happened, and no one gave a shit. The police were involved, the social services were involved, the councils were involved. Who wasn't involved? Central government in the British state were involved. Enablers covering up that was the situation. If I wanted my records, as I learned through the court case I fought for years for, they burned them. They burnt everybody's records to cover all of this up. And yeah, I'm pissed off. Would you be? Of course I am. I spent from 10 years old fighting and screaming. They're battering the shit out of us. They're abusing us. They're having sex with certain girls. And no one will hear, no one will listen, no one cares. And that took me from 10 years old to 30 years old to qualify in law and to bring changes in legislation. Do you know how hard that was? How much of my life that took up? It took up most of my life, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty pissed off because I found myself in exactly the same situation. But it, you know, as blatant as they were, it was like, you can't do this to us. Oh yes, we can. And now I find myself in the same position with the state, British state, and it's down to police abuse and what they've done to me. They destroyed my career, as I've said previously. In 2004, they set me up. I was senior to the police. You know, it's very difficult because it's like Changeling in America. You know, what they do is they are out to undermine you and to sabotage your reputation, sabotage your life. When I won a case against Devon and Cornwall Police in 2013, what happened was they set me up in 2004 and I had to wait till 2005 and walk out that court. Headline newspapers saying, you know, from the judge, you leave this court without a stain on your character, complain to the chief of police. But that's just a total waste of time. These people are all in it together. Truly they are. So this is my experience, and you can take it or you can leave it. This is the facts of the matter. I went through that childhood system and I went through living hell, living nightmare. It was just, no one would hear me, no one would listen, not to any of us. No one ignored us. All that abuse, you know, I'm speaking to my friends on Facebook I went to school with now, and we're talking about, well, remember when they broke her arm and her wrist and what they done to them and them. And this was all completely blatant. And that's what the police have been. They've been absolutely blatant. They've just absolutely blatantly abused me. And it was like, you can scream from the chimney tops. No one's going to listen to you. No one's going to believe you over us. And that's the fact of the matter. That's where it's at. When I worked with pre-release prisoners, as a, you know, it was a Home Office pilot scheme some years ago. It was basically, if you don't have a home when you leave prison, if you don't have a home, a hierarchy of first and foremost, you must have a home. Because if you don't have a home, you can't have a job, you cannot function. Well, the police, not these people, the police took my home twice. It was initially when I brought a case against them for electrocuting me 100,000 volts for sport, because I won them, you know, I won the argument verbally and put them right in their place, because that's who I am and that's who I was as a child. And I was greatly not appreciated at that time either. You know, I was taking photographs of kids' injuries and give it to your social worker, give it to your social. None of them give a fuck. Let me be straight with you. None of them give a fuck. So I know what I'm dealing with. I've sued 2 councils nationwide. I've changed British legislation. And when I see the Hong Kong protesters pleading to the British government as much as they are to President Dump, you know, the idiot, the orange buffoon, and Boris, the orange buffoon, or what is he, the blonde buffoon, whatever they are. These people are just people like you and me. And these people are absolute criminals. They're enablers of this thing. You never get justice from the system. Never. So for me, it's not a matter of trying to fight for that, because I'm just be wasting my time. This is police abuses, violations. When the Hong Kong protesters spoke recently of being taken in and stripped naked, that's what they're doing to the female protesters. My God, they've been doing that to me since I was a child. And it's, of course, it's, you know, it's to break you mentally, it's to humiliate you, it's to violate you. That's what it is. And I've got through it all my life. Do you think I'm giving in now? No, no way. They undermine you, they try to sabotage your reputation. I have right here in this room parole reports from prisoners. I have I worked with Sure Start, children and young mothers, getting them into education. I worked with pre and post-release prisoners. I worked in prisons. I worked with people with learning disabilities and all of these issues who are highly vulnerable people in society. And I was centrally placed by British government as a highly respected, development worker with these people, that you must have like the ultimate trust to work with. I had my own medical company in India, which I was chosen for Dragon's Den Twitter pitch for. This is because there are people would march on my side to say, this woman is a good woman and she speaks the truth. And yet my life has been entirely sabotaged. The first thing they do is take you home. That was what they did initially. This has been going on for so many years. I mean, it's just not even real. When they sabotaged and destroyed my career, it finished me. And in Britain, to ever go back to employment in the Home Office and Government Justice, there was no way. All my years of study after the abuse system I was in and everything I gained and the respect I gained and everything I worked, gone. Just gone. Moments gone. And they did that on purpose because I was senior to the police. And then they try to, in the same sense as change them. They try to undermine you, life sabotage you, make out that you're some crazy, incapable person, when I've just got stars and stripes from every which day. I've got references from prison governors who were my boss in adult education and prison service references, probation references. You name it, I've got it. And I'm thinking, my God, are these people for real? Because if you're going to undermine me, then you're going to undermine yourself for having employed me, asked me. I did not apply for employment. They asked me. So it's like, okay, who's the crackpot here? You or me? So it's extremely difficult. Of course it is. I've been through hell. They took my home. They've entirely sabotaged my life. They've, okay. We are on the 16th of September, 2019. On the 15th of, it was just, I went through months and months and months, as my other videos describe, of the police abuse and what I went through and fighting for justice and going through a kangaroo cause and them not giving me disclosure and I couldn't get a solicitor. No one would defend me. You know why? Because no way on planet Earth would I have been given a guilty sentence. I just wouldn't. And that's why they wouldn't hand over disclosure, because they knew I'm qualified in law, you know what I mean? It's just as simple as that. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have, I already had held my hands up to throwing the paint on the police station because they came round and battered me again. I can medically evidence that they done such damage to me because of my childhood. I have Dr. Duncan Vasey was my forensic witness for me in the child abuse case, and I have post-traumatic stress disorder since childhood. Of course I do. What they did to us was just obscene and grinding and chronic, and no one would listen and believe me. And that's exactly the same situation as I am in today. Who will believe me over there? If they say I'm lying, then everybody's going to take their word for it, aren't they? It's as simple as that. When they absolutely stripped me naked, sexually violated and humiliated me, even when I went in a court in Glasgow, I couldn't believe it. They absolutely sexually violated me in the sense of... I was given a probation worker. I used to work with them, so I'm going back in there years later, yeah, and we're walking through offices in the building in Torquay, and they're saying to me, how's it feel? And I'm going, well, you know, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. These were offices I used to run. I used to work with people on probation and stuff, so it was just bizarre.com, to be truthful with you. And every one of them knew that I shouldn't be there. Every one of them. That I was coercively controlled, that I've been beaten, that, you know, even the sad thing is, my doctor knows, you know, I've got videos, I took videos because I wear a body cam all the time because I haven't got a choice. And I've got video and it just portrays exactly the situation. You know, I was absolutely went from Lisa's fine, she's fine, blown to fuck away. And I'm straight up telling ya, they left me after electrocuting me 100,000 volts in 4 seconds in police custody for fucking sport. That's why they did it, because I have got a mouth which is a weapon of mass destruction. You fucking start on me, you're gonna get it back. And it's verbal for me. I will absolutely slaughter you. You fucking start on me, I will slaughter you. And it is because of where I was, the state abuse as a child. And they couldn't take it. They couldn't take it. So I do a lot of music. I use a lot of music on social media, and that's what they did. They used it against me. They put on YouTube, Spotify, whatever it was, and started chanting at me. And the fact of the matter is, it was related to far right. And that's the truth. And I'm not... You can take this and you can leave this. I really don't care. That was what it was. That was exactly what it was. And I was just absolutely violated, naked, battered, abused. They lied. I can prove all of their lies. You know, right now I'm going for access to data from everyone, in everywhere, in every position, because how could I possibly afford a human rights solicitor? How can I? I can't. There's no legal aid. There's no civil legal aid. I'm £200 to speak to someone. They have, with this Home Office domestic abuse, they have financially raped me. Literally, I have been running back and forth to Glasgow, being made homeless, being abused by the council. Torquay Council One of the councillors has ran to Manila. Do you know what I mean? It's in the Country Esquire magazine. And then there's Nightmare Neighbours Next Door. And it's like, they stalked that poor woman, made false records on her. So I'm up against mafia, really. That's what I'm up against. On my own, up against the mafia. And to be truthful with you, fuck you, mafia. Bring it on. You know what I mean? I'm sitting in a position now. This time last year, I was on a cell floor, battered from head to toe. The lump on my neck and my spine, every inch of my body was just agony. They battered me to the floor. They just excessive fuss. And they make out, oh, she resisted. Did I fucking hell? And as much as they battered me, I never once went back to them. Nothing. And, you know, I was on hunger strike and they just carried on. They sleep deprivated me. I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know it was night or day. I was just under attack constantly. They gave me the stutter too. They gave me no human rights. Two females on either side of the cell to me fully witnessed that that's what they did to me and spoke of not, you know, they treat me worse than you would treat an animal. And they truly did, and it was more than that. Excuse me. BBC Panorama done about, well, it relates, the care system and how they chose specific key things to antagonise these poor people who with learning difficulties who were, you know, who had severe problems, and they were abusing them using tactics such as, you know, one female was terrified of men. So if she pissed them off, which she couldn't possibly help because she's not well, they went, right, 10 men, to freak the shit out of the girl. Do you know what I mean? It was just the most monstrous behaviour. And that's what they did with me, but in as much a powerful way, but lesser. Both Devon and Cornwall Police and Police Scotland, and it's Angkor Wat, they attacked me spiritually. And that for me is the biggest deal on the planet, you know what I mean? It was like, and they seem to know that. Same as probation gave me a domestic abuse worker because the police battered the shit out of me. And bloody hell did I need it, you know what I mean? I was left in a terrible state. It's when you sit down and you realise they can do what the fuck they want to you and no one will help you. You'll never get any justice. I'm sitting here now thinking, well, I'm a target. And I wear my body cam 24/7. I don't go out that door without my body cam. I have my body cam on 24/7. Believe me, I learned a lesson the other week. I went to the Boris Johnson protest and I had to put it on in a situation. You know, I was in a hostel and that's proven to be the favourite set-up area of the police. Tusker Lodge, Guest House, Torquay. Attacked on my 50th birthday, utterly violated. Gordon Carlo, bastard. Thank you very much. Torquay councillor investigating you. I will never let this go. Fucker. And then there was Wayne Megan, when I had to report to court in Glasgow on the setup. They didn't give me any disclosure. I went specifically, I'd fought for the video evidence, the CCTV, to prove what happened alongside my CCTV. And they said in a court it had been deleted. And I'm like, what? I got all kinds of people in, even to just get the video. I knew I'd been set up. I knew instantly in that moment, you bastard, you fucking set me up. And I knew I had to fight with all I had to evidence that. And the fuckers turned around in a court case, my solicitor's so-called solicitor, you don't need to come here. I went, oh, don't I? On a plane, straight 500 miles, 1,000-mile round trip, right to Glasgow. Oh, I don't need to be here. I definitely do need to be here. Went in there and they went, deleted. So I'm like, you fucking kidding me? How did that happen? This ain't right. How did that happen? And then I got to the trial. Oh, they hadn't deleted the video at all. They hadn't disclosed the video, and they used the video to convict me falsely in a Kangaroo court. So you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Excuse my language, but when it's just like anxiety, when it's just absolute criminal injustice, I'm like, fuck bastards, you know? And it's just like, I've put forward my own video evidence and went, yeah, I knew it was a setup. I knew it was. Instantaneously, I knew straight away. I just knew, because I know what they are, the filth. I know how they work, and I don't get in trouble. You crazy? I don't get in trouble. No, I had one day out of court, and there I am, being made homeless, dragged through civil courts for money I don't owe. I've got all the evidence, all the paperwork. I've got everything you could possibly need to prove my case. And guess what I haven't got? The money for solicitors to just, if I can find any ones that aren't bent, because the whole British state is bent. They truly are. And, you know, it's like your Prince Andrews and your Epsteins. You're never going to get to the bottom of it. They're lying, absolute filth, all of them. I got the social services in thinking, fuck, I've got to get some witnesses here. I need to prove that they won't allow me to report crimes. I've got recording after recording. I've got all the evidence under the sun, because when I was a child and what I went through, I got a Polaroid camera and started writing diaries. That's how I won the case as an adult, because all the kids there witnessed that's what I did. Plus some other things, aspects of what they didn't bear in the state was found. You know, there was evidence found, and that was the only way I won. But so I'm faced with exactly the same again. My probation order ended for coercive control, state abuse, domestic abuse work. The lot. I've had it. I wouldn't let a man in a relationship situation ever put a hand on me. Not ever. He would be out that door in a flash. He wouldn't get even in the door. And yet the police battered me like I'm some kind of fucking, I don't know what, you know? I don't know what. Sexually humiliated me. Gang chanted at me. That's gonna do some damage, people. That truly is. And I'm faced with this now. It's like the only defense I've got is to wear my camera 24/7. This time last year, midnight last night, I was falsely arrested. I knew it was a setup instantaneously. I spoke with the police on a perfectly reasonable level, and they just enjoyed themselves immensely. They said I had to strip naked to search me, and it was in a cell with men, 1 or 2 women, mostly men. And I just thought, well, fuck you, here goes. Off with my clothes, that's what you want, you can have it. They've done it many times before. It's become a bit normalised, which shouldn't be, it's not right, is it? But I thought, okay, let's go. And then they went like nasty and vile, and it was just like something out of a porno, you know what I mean? Spreading. I just went like that. I just went like that. Are you fucking kidding me? And before I knew it, head bounced off the floor, arms battered in my neck, fucking on the floor, 20 stone man on my leg, my arm, women dragging my leg back. Fuck me, get the fuck off me, you know what I mean? I didn't even resist, I didn't anything. I was naked, I was absolutely violated. And then by this time, 24 hours later, I was just battered to a pulp. Every inch of my body hurt. I couldn't lie on my side. I couldn't lie on my thigh, on my neck. I couldn't move. Properly battered. Under the excuse, obviously by them, I don't know, because I've tried to get access to data and they've refused me. I've done everything I can. I'm fighting the Scottish government right now. I'm going to the Parliament. I have access to data. I'm not reapplying because that's the whole process again. I have a right. Give me that access. Give me that video. Same as Devon and Cornwall Police did with me. Piss take. Complete piss take. They just do what the fuck they want, to be truthful with you. They're absolutely sick animals. They truly are. And I pity the Russian resistance and Navalny and the Hong Kong protesters pleading to the British government when I know what filth they are. The only way that you can ever get any help is by getting the press on your side, which I'm attempting to do. I'm linking them into all my emails. Not even my local MP will speak to me. What the fucking cheek has he got, you know? Basically, what's his name? Because I really don't care. Chris Gray, Kevin J. Foster MP. Who the fuck are they? Some kind of elitist? What? You can't sit down and talk to me about extreme police abuse, about extreme police violations. How dare you? You know, and it's just I'm linking in many investigative foreign, particularly because I need that, because I need American investigators, I need Russian investigators, because the only way anyone is gonna defend you against your government is because they've got their own little sly one to sly dick. And it's the same with the English government. They're not going to defend the Hong Kongers unless they've got a swipe at China. They're not going to defend the Russians unless they want to swipe at Russia. And they're probably not going to do it anyway because they didn't tripwire an issue with them. So I'm in your position. I'm in your position sitting in Britain, and this is the filth they are. Truly, this is the filth they are. And I don't mind, you know, standing up and declaring it, really. The fucking violations that I've had against my person has destroyed my life. You know, I lay down to die 3 times. 2012, 13. After they electrocuted me, I had a breakdown, literally. I didn't even fucking know what day it was in the end. It was just, I was that broken. Truly. And, they left me with a stutter and just, they absolutely killed me emotionally and mentally. That was their biggest fucking mistake, because I am coming for fucking them. I mean that. And I feel like a twat getting upset about it. I really do. But it's one of them. I'm just never going to forgive them. I'm never going to let this go. I'm going to fight this for the rest of my life to expose them, because I'm never going to get justice. I know that. But I can't sit by after what they did to me, knowing that they're going to go and do it to someone else. Really, that's truly how I feel. Truly how I feel. So I had my little whinge and done a video which I really don't like doing. You know, I've got a decent home now. It's been a long time coming. They've put me through absolute living hell. Sabotaged my life entirely, you know. Even my posts, someone witnessed that they sabotaged my posts, so I can't manage my life in any way, shape or form, and all my finances are gone because I'm running to Glasgow on false charges. And you know, they at the trial in Glasgow, after all the trauma and after them absolutely, the police directed me into the lift. Who's there? The fucking guys who attacked me. And it's like one side glance from me, I would have been interfering with witnesses. I'm sat in the lift because they directed me there. I'm going like that. Blinkers on, can't see them. These fuckers attacked me. These fuckers robbed me. Euro hostel, Glasgow, yeah? Wouldn't give me the video evidence. Oh, but the police got a copy. Oh, it was deleted in court of law. You can fuck right off. You fucking dirty lying stinking filth. And I'm being as real as it fucking gets here, because that's who I am. And drag me to fucking court, you filthy fucking bastards. Drag me to court. Let's have this out, because I'll tell you what, you're fucking out of order. You truly are out of order. You are criminals. You truly are. And do you know what? Bells on. You know when they electrocuted me 100,000 volts? I was a grandmother then, and I'm a grandmother now. Imagine anyone doing that to your grandmother. What they've put me through, what they've done to me. You know, whereas I fled to the New Zealand embassy because I had to. And that's when they stopped following me. I will never trust again. I will never step anywhere without my body cam on. Never again. I don't trust fucking anyone. And I can't be blamed for that, you know. So yeah, I am emotional and I am upset, because this time last year I was on a bare concrete floor on hunger strike, battered from head to toe, in agony, and just being chronically violated. Not even allowed a hairbrush, a shower. I shouldn't have even been there, and all that followed. So yeah, I've no shame in it. The shame doesn't belong to me, it belongs to them. And to have gone through a childhood as I did, when it was blatant state abuse, and the police, the social services, everyone was, you know, councils, the government, everyone was involved. All of them were involved. Dirty, filthy, stinking, covered up merchants. They are. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on. I don't really give a fuck. I lay down to die 3 times years ago, because I just had enough. I truly had enough. And the worst situation I ever faced really was surviving attempted suicide, because I didn't want to live anymore. But everything happens for a reason, and here I am. I want justice, and I'm going to get it. And you can come for me, you can do what the fuck you want. Devon and Cornwall Police Scotland, and you fucking Dorset Police. When I went over to the festival in Dorset, yeah, and you were coming up chatting to me, I will identify you fuckers, believe me. Don't you fucking think you can play with me. If you think you can fucking brand me as crazy or fucking some bullshit like that, I will find a way to prove you for what you are. I will get justice. I will get justice. Thank you. Over and out.